Alright guys, yes everyone. Now guys, I watch a lot of trans content. Now I know people might be thinking I'm trans because I watch a lot of trans content. I'm always Melina, I look great as Melina. People must think, why do you watch trans content? I mean, lots of people watch trans content, it's not new, but I mean, I do watch a lot of it. I do like it. I think it's interesting. I don't know why. I like it. The trans creators are beautiful. I think the thing that I like most about trans content and trans people is when they talk about things or whatever on social media. I mean, in my personal life, I date cisgender men and women. I'm not really concerned about trans really, but I mean, the people that I watch, I think are very beautiful, and I think there's nothing really, um, there's nothing really, like the thing I think I like about it is just to see how, I don't know, I like the look of a trans person. I think especially if they look very passable as a woman. And some people are opposite to me. They like trans women that don't pass as women. But I like how women that are trans look like real women and are really pretty, and some of them are like beyond pretty. Like I'm very pretty, right? I like watching me too, but I do identify as Marco. I like being Marco. I will never change my gender. Like I'll never get bottom surgery, right? Even if I wanted to change my gender, I'd want to have access to I wouldn't want to change my gender, but I'm always happy being Marco, and I think it's not even like I don't know how to say it. It's not even like a trendy thing that I'm just really into. I just think some trans people just look really pretty as women and look really good, and I like watching them, and I find their stories are interesting. I don't know. I think it is kind of trendy to watch trans creators and look at trans creators and see what they're doing. But at the end of the day, I think it's very important to, really just like what you like, right? And not worry about what you like, right? For me, a good-looking guy to date or a good-looking girl to date is the bomb for me, right? That's what I want to date, and that's what I want to date. And I'm a good-looking guy, and I want to date as a guy. But there's nothing wrong with liking. Well, I know there isn't because I'm dressed up as a woman all the time. But there's obviously nothing wrong with liking someone that looks really good as a girl or looks. Specifically watch the trans girls, right? The ones that change into women. But I do watch drag queens too. I like drag queens, but for some reason I watch a lot of trans people more. Maybe because of the way I like drag queens for sure. Don't get me wrong. RuPaul's Drag Race is really good, but I find the personality of a lot of trans creators, even like Jeffree Star, he's not really trans, but I like watching him. But the personality is just so interesting for some reason. And Jeffree Star isn't trans, but the personality I just find to be so interesting. I find a lot of them are very real, which I like, and a lot of them don't really cause drama. A lot of them are getting harassed, right, by certain things, so they're not gonna be like the harassers, right? Which I kind of like about that. Like I want them. Well, I don't like them being harassed, but I like watching them because they're real, right? They don't ever say anything unnecessary. Like drag queens are RuPaul's Drag Race. I like them for sure. I think they're awesome. They're gorgeous. Some of them are really pretty. Their makeup is flawless. They look great. But I find that most trans people on social media right now tend to be. I'm not trans, but I guess I'm a drag queen, so I like watching me. But some drag queens tend to be more dramatic with the way they talk to each other. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a personal preference that I watch trans creators more than drag queens on RuPaul's Drag Race. But anyway, I obviously prefer cisgender people because that's what I date. But in general, I do like the trans people that I watch. Anyway, thank you guys. Bye now. Bye, Buntara. What about? Hello.